Hello Virgo, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a mini reading focused on issues and challenges of your heart connection. General as always, guys, it will not resonate with every single person. Please do take from it what makes sense for you and release the rest. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box. I'll include a link to the decks and creators that you see here today. And of course, cross watchers are absolutely welcome here. So Virgo, let's get started. Both of these decks by Fire Witch Tarot can contain some profanity. So if that bothers you in any way, just, a bit of a warning here that it might certainly contain that. So this is the WTF is the problem deck, and then we'll grab some cards from the issues deck, Virgo. So let's begin. Not every single card might pertain to your situation. So we're going to grab a few scenarios here for the collective. So angels and spirit guides for Virgo, please. I'm guided to this one. Oh my gosh. This is the third reading in a row that I've chosen this card. So you did this to yourself, Virgo. What the heck did you do? Let's go ahead and grab this one. Fucking apologize. All right, so maybe you're either waiting for someone to apologize to you or they're waiting on you. Okay, let's grab this one here. Your spirit guides are now drinking because of you. Oh my goodness. So what have you gotten yourself into here, Virgo, that your spirit guides are drinking? You could also actually be drinking yourself just to de-stress, or you might have dealt with somebody who had a drinking problem. Take that only if it applies, of course. Who cares about who's liking whose pics? All right, so there could be some social media interaction here. And if, for example, you're focused on a particular person and they haven't been liking your stuff, maybe you're wondering, it's like, what's up with that? Could be the other way around also. But, it's bigger than that, of course. Your archangels are constantly shaking their heads, so your spirit guides are drinking and your archangels are shaking their heads, Virgo. What have you done? Let's take a look. Oh my God, I'm a Virgo myself, so this is quite intriguing. So let's tackle some issues here, Virgo. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. What else do we need to know at this time for issues and challenges of our heart connection here? All right, what are the issues? Online dating. Okay, so I mean, there is this reference to who cares about who's liking whose pics. So there is something about social media and that online presence. And some of you guys take this if it applies. Maybe that's how you guys met. Seeking love online, social media connects, online dating sites. So it could apply to all of that. We do have no sex, little to no sex. So either this obviously was an issue and a challenge if you guys were no longer being intimate with each other. But I'm also feeling here, Virgo, that the reason why this is not happening is because you're no longer with this person. But again, your spirit guides are drinking because of you and your archangels are constantly shaking their heads. So I have a feeling here, based off of that very first message, you did this to yourself. You got yourself in a situation, Virgo, that you knew was a red flag and you still went for it. Too emotional, constant. Oh, it's too dark. Let me pull this up. Hold on. Constant, strong emotions, mentally and emotionally draining. Okay, so maybe this whole situation with this person that you're no longer having sex with, that it's too emotional and it's draining you. Look at this. Look at this. Drunk drama. We cannot make that up. Always starts drama and fights when they're drunk, unable to hold it together. So something about a particular person that you've gotten yourself involved with where they drink a little bit too much. I'm even seeing a DUI here for some of you guys. They were arrested while they were driving drunk And so here you are causing your spirit guides to drink because you got yourself involved with somebody like this. And maybe you already saw the red flags before you guys even took it to that level of being romantically linked. Wow. Let's see what else. What other issues, Virgo? And I have a card flying off my desk. Hold on. Argue wars. Argument. Competitions. Needing to have final words. Plays who has the most shit on each other. Oh, gee. So there could have been a lot of arguments here between the two of you. And somebody needs to apologize for some hurtful words that they might have said. And then we've got hiding their true feelings, keeps emotions hidden, doesn't speak the truth on their true feelings. But the thing is, what I'm getting here, Virgo, is that they do have feelings for you. They're just not sharing it with you. Now, this is a very specific message for some. Remember how we've got the no sex reference here. This one says boring sex, uninteresting, no pleasing effort, bland. So maybe sex was really boring with a particular person, and you might have gotten yourself involved with someone where sex was more exciting, but it could have also been a third party. They kiss and tell, okay? Gossips about what happens within the connection, and they run their mouth. That's a lot of issues, okay? So that's what's presenting itself here. Let's go ahead and add to this, Virgo, with some insight from my Silhouettes deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo, for the issues and challenges of this heart connection. All right, so what else do you need to know here? Your poor spirit guides and archangels, they've been traumatized. What happened here? Okay, we've got time travel. Those moments when I miss you so much, I allow myself to fantasize about the impossible. So what I get from this, Virgo, is you're in separation from somebody that, again, I'm feeling you guys don't belong together because there could already be someone who's attached or married, or there's an obstacle, a barrier that's standing in the way. But you miss them, they miss you. Bridges, know which ones you need to burn, which ones to rebuild, and which ones to avoid exactly. And you know who that is. But maybe they still want to communicate with you, okay? Or you want to communicate with them. So much I want to say, but can never seem to find the words. When you're right in front of me, I'll find a way. So hiding true feelings. And maybe when you guys were together, there was a lot that they did not disclose to you or express to you. You could have been the one that was overly emotional and they were emotionless. Portal, your love is the doorway to my heart. So there's love that is coming through here. But there's also temptations, you see? Not everything you see is meant for you to have. Fifth dimension. When our 3D world is spiraling out of control, here is where chaos cannot touch us. Here is where we can just be. So I get this for some of you guys, that in the 5D you're connecting with somebody that maybe you have this really great connection with, but for some reason you guys can't be together. And the reason why you can't be together might have to do with either yourself, Virgo, or the other person who's already taken. And what makes it so difficult is that they actually make you really happy. My happiness thrives with you. That's what's coming through. All right. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot messages here and see what else needs to come forward. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle, Tarot with a Twist. And the twist, if you're not familiar, is it includes new Oracle messages, new court cards in addition to the usual tarot messages. So Virgo, what's up? Let's see what else. Ten of Cups. Okay, first of all, some of you could already be married. That's a part of the reality, which is why you can't be with someone else, perhaps, that you are thinking about. That's one interpretation. The other, of course, is that there's someone that you are in separation from that will come back. There is a reunion here, a happy reunion. Somebody that you care so deeply for. This represents the divine love connection between the two of you. This is letting us know that the stars can align for you guys to come back together. Marriage, soulmates. Look at these cards. Four of Wands, followed by the Three of Cups, the King of Swords. So this could be a twin flame connection for some of you. This is another card of reunions, of happy times ahead, of a wedding, a marriage. Some of you guys could have already had children together, and that divided the family as well as the two of you. Actually, 3 cards in a row tapped into a reunion type energy. Who it is that you might be coming together with and coming back together with, Virgo, could be this King of Swords. Could be an air sign for some of you. Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. The King of Swords does represent a father figure. So we've got references to families here. So either they already have children, or the two of you will have children together and have a family together. But with the energy of the moon, you know, there were definitely illusions and fantasies attached to a connection that you got yourself involved in, Virgo, where there could have been affairs, there could have been deception, secrets that were kept. We've got the Angel of Light. In order to recognize the gift you are to others, you must recognize the gift you are to yourself. In order to see the light in the one you love, you must see the light within yourself. I am here to illuminate the path towards your enlightenment. There is a way out, a light at the end of the tunnel. Go ahead, take that first step. I'll be there when you do. What I kind of get for some of you, and again, this won't apply to everyone, is if you're in a marriage or a relationship where you are unhappy, and I believe this came through from my other Virgo readings too, so take it only if it makes sense. If you are in a partnership where you're unhappy, as I've mentioned, if you want to get out because you're unhappy and you want to be with somebody else that you love, the Angel of Light is here to help you do that, to have your enlightenment, to have an ascension within your own life so that you can get to the other side of that tunnel that you've been traveling. But you got to help it along. It's not going to happen all on its own. You have to help out. You need to take that first step. And then we've got the Emerald of Water. It's time to go with the flow of where life and love want to take you. Being rigid and closed-minded prevents you from growing and finding the many blessings that are meant for you. Remove stagnancy, stubbornness, and stalemate type situations from your journey. Love yourself enough to see that you are a gem with so much to offer to the world and to the one who is meant for you. You know, it's interesting because, again, out of all of these cards, we have one King of Swords coming through. One king that's coming through here. Virgo, this could be your person. Go with the flow. And there is that reference to a gem, which could be Gemini for some of you guys. Swords is air energy. Okay, Gemini is included in that. But it could be Libra, Aquarius. It could be any sign. Okay? But that is a very specific message that is coming through for some of you guys. We've got quite a bit of cups and water energy. So for some of you guys, maybe your person could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. We've already got Pisces reflected here from that moon card. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some dialogue messages here, Virgo, and what it is that you guys ultimately want to say to each other. So I'm actually guided to pull from the X Oracle deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. What is it that they want to say to you at this point in time? They don't, of course, have to be your ex. That's just the name of the deck. But for some of you guys, it is. Okay? What are the messages here? What's the conversation looking like? I hate that you left me for him or her. You see? So there's someone else in the picture. Someone's either taken or with someone else at this point. Third party references. I've been a walking zombie since you left. Maybe that's why they're drinking a little bit too much. They can't handle it. You loved me once. Can you love me again? And maybe they know as well that, you know, they did things to hurt the situation and cause drama here. So maybe they really want to apologize for what they've done. What else, please, for Virgo? I had other options in love, but I didn't choose wisely. I should have realized there was only one right choice, and that was you, Virgo. So they could have entertained other people. Remember, with that moon's energy, there can be deceptive, butterfingers. They could have been seeing other people. There could have been affairs here. Okay. Fantasies. But ultimately, maybe they now realize that you're the only choice. You're the best gift I've ever been blessed with, and I took you for granted. And, you know, in hindsight, maybe they now realize this, but maybe at the time, they didn't acknowledge it. I made a big mistake. And now they want to come forward with an apology. Damn. Okay, so that's the message. That is what's coming through here. Maybe they're really remorseful for mistakes that they've made. And again, for some of you, there could have been infidelities and affairs and third-party situations here. Somebody who is drinking a little bit too much. You guys could have been arguing. Somebody just keeping all of their emotions hidden and not expressing themselves. But I do feel here, Virgo, for some of you, that there has been a shift in the energy when it comes to a particular person that you are thinking about. If they want to be a part of your life, then they're going to have to take steps to make that known to you. If they were closed off, if they weren't opening up their heart fully, they're going to have to do a better job at that. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave this one, Virgo. I do hope whatever part of this made sense for you helps you out. And if you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below. Thank you guys so very much, and I'll see you next time.